Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So I just got finished watching Froch International Boxing video about Carl Froch and NFL TV. So if you haven't, go check out Froch International Boxing. He does a lot of live streams. He drops videos. Hopefully me and Froch can do a collab next week and discuss my favorite division, the 154-pound division. But this video is not about the super welterweights or the junior middleweights, whatever you want to call it. I decided to take Froch's advice. I followed the link that he left in the description to the IFL TV Carl Froch interview, and I have to say, this shit is hilarious. Now, if you look at my channel, I haven't made a Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua video in such a long time, simply because all of the bullshit associated with Eddie Hearn, all of the lies, it's just, to me personally, I deal with that enough on a daily basis at work, my business, and I just get tired of sneaky snakes, white men, like they call them, the used car salesman type. I get tired of that. Like, all of that negative energy, I don't like it around me. But every once in a while, you have that white guy that comes out and he speaks the truth. And in this case, it's Carl Froch. Yes, Carl Froch has said some bullshit in the past. Carl Froch, he's an avid hater for Andre Ward. Yes, Carl Froch doesn't know how to take an L and all of this stuff and all of that. I get it. We get it. But something that I've learned in my 29 years of life is no one's perfect. And even the worst of people can speak the truth at times. And in this case, when it comes to the worst of people, when it comes to the disrespect, the blatant disrespect of Andre Ward, Carl Froch is speaking the truth. I like the fact that he's speaking the truth. One, he's being completely honest about Eddie Hearn. He's being honest about the situation with the $50 million. And he's being honest on who he believes can win the fight. Many of us in the LDBC, people associated with the LDBC, and anyone that's just simply for the truth, we've said over and over again, and even outside of this Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua topic, we can disagree on the outcome of the fight, but let's not ignore the obvious truth when you have one man ducking another. Now, Carl Froch stated in this interview, Eddie Hearn is a good promoter. So basically, he's saying, Eddie Hearn being a good promoter, he's mapping out a career for Anthony Joshua. It's been mapped out. Man, it's been mapped out. They already have a plan. So, in order for Eddie Hearn to be a good promoter, knowing the fighter that he has, the talent that he has, he understands that Anthony Joshua is not ready for Deontay Wilder. It's obvious Eddie Hearn and Deontay Wilder's trainer, they've sat down, they've discussed this Wilder fight in great detail, and they're trying to find a way to maneuver their way around. Carl Froch also confirmed in this interview that there's always a way to put an obstacle up to keep a fight from happening. It's always a way, especially when you're the side that has the leverage. And Eddie Hearn digs into his bags of tricks. Every single time it seems like this fight is close to being done, or we're put in a position where it's like, okay, Eddie Hearn, all of the stars are aligned, all the boxes are checked, all the T's are crossed, and all the I's have been dotted. Why isn't this fight happening? And then Eddie Hearn goes into his bag of tricks that Carl Froch was referring to, put another obstacle in the way, and see, you see guys, this particular T hasn't been crossed. Fight can't happen. They're going to fight Alexander Povetkin. Carl Froch also mentioned Dillian White being a possibility, or Anthony Joshua deciding that he wants to fight a mandatory. Even though we all know even though we all know that unification trumps mandatories. Now we all can sit down and we can reflect on all of the inconsistencies of these sanctioning bodies. And yes, we can put together a video where different scenarios played out, and we can all put it in our favor where this is the reason why the AJ and Deontay Wilder can happen next from a sanctioning body perspective. And it still won't be enough. But once again, I just want to say I'm thankful and I'm very appreciative of the fact that Carl Froch was completely honest in this situation. Now on another note, I read the comments and it was hilarious. People talking about the LDBC. Come on, Carl Froch, you're giving them guys more stuff to talk about. And my thing is, Carl Froch said this is his opinion. This is his truth. This is what he believes. He's been in the boxing game. He's retired. This man has no reason to lie. Carl Froch is speaking from a perspective of a person that he believes AJ can defeat Wilder. So why wouldn't the fight happen? Obviously, that is the mindset of a man that's confident in his fighter. And what I mean by that, the same way that LDBC is confident that Deontay Wilder can knock Anthony Joshua the hell out, and we want the fight now, that's the same belief Carl Froch has when it comes to Anthony Joshua. But the sad part is, majority of these fans, they like to deflect, they like to, try to change the topic and talk about where Wilder was when he was AJ's age. Like, all of that is completely irrelevant. These deflection tactics, they don't serve any purpose. At the end of the day, Anthony Joshua is a unified heavyweight champion, and he's one fight away from possibly gaining undisputed status. It doesn't matter where your opponent was when they were your age. Obviously, you're fast track, and obviously, at your age, you're more advanced. That's how life is. I mean, you have a CEO that's 70, you can have a CEO that's 23. It doesn't matter. Once you reach the same level, your age doesn't matter. We're not in high school anymore. This isn't grade school, where a lot of people tend to associate your abilities with your age. You're a professional boxer. You get paid to perform on a high level. And when you have someone in your division, you're expected to step up and have the best face-off against one another. It's the same way in basketball, football, tennis, golf. It doesn't matter. That's how legends are made. So once again, thanks to IFL TV for that great interview. Thanks to Carl Froch for speaking the truth. And all of the AJ protectors, because I can't call you AJ fans, because a true example of an Anthony Joshua fan is Carl Froch. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'm out.